Hi everyone, this is Suresh from Ultimate Tutorials. In this session, we will discuss some MCQs, that is objective questions of the polynomials. Here we will do only shortcut methods. If you want the details of this topic, I will keep that video in end card. Just you go through that for the basics. Now we'll start the only shortcuts. If you want the basics of these polynomials, I will keep the video in end card. Just you go through it. I made two videos on this polynomial 1 and polynomial 2. If you see that, you will get the concepts of this polynomial. Okay, we'll start the questions. Before going into the questions, a small request from my side. Just use, first of all, you read the question properly, you understand the question, then only you try to see the answer or try yourself to solve the answers. Just don't go to the answer directly. That's our discussion. The first question is, here they're asking the number of zeros of the given polynomial. Number of zeros of the given polynomial. It's simple. What is the degree of this polynomial? That many zeros this polynomial will have. Here, this is the second degree, and this is linear because this power is 1. This power also 1. Here also 1. If you expand this x plus 1 whole square, you will get this power is 2. So here 2, 1, 1. Total 2 plus 1 plus 1. So the number of zeros are equal to the highest power of the x, that is highest power of this equation is 4, then the number of zeros are 4. Simple. Next, second question. Here they are asking the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 3x minus m of m plus 3. So if you are feeling difficulty to doing this type of problems, let's take here m is equal to 1. M is equal to 1. Then this polynomial will become x square minus 3x minus 1 of 1 plus 3. So that is x square minus 3x minus 1 of 4. That is x square minus 3x minus 4. Now the actual polynomial is x square minus 3x minus 4. Already we said m is equal to 1 means these options will become, this is 1 and 4, minus 1 and 4, 1 and minus 4, minus 1 minus 4. These are the options. So equation is x square minus 3x minus 4. So they are saying that zeros they are asking. What is mean by zeros means if you substitute in place of x any value, the total polynomial will leads to 0. That value of x is called as 0 of the polynomial. Now we made this x square minus 3x minus m of m plus 3 is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4, and options also I modified as 1 comma 4 minus 1 comma 4, 1 comma minus 4, and minus 1 comma minus 4. Now just you substitute in place of x this 1 one time and this 4 one time. Which option is giving two zeros for individual 1 and 4? That is our answer. So first I am substituting x equal to 1. So 1 minus 3 minus 4, this equal to 1 minus 7. This is not equal to 0. So this is not our option. Here minus 1. Minus 1 means this is minus 1 whole square minus 3 of minus 1 minus 4. That means this is 1 plus 3 minus 4, that equal to 0. So first option is valid. Second option also we will check. Second option also will check what it will come. If it is come 0, so they're saying x is equal to 4 here means this is 4 square minus 3 of 4 and minus 4. 16 4 square means, and this is minus 12 and minus 4. That is 16 minus 16 0. So this is our option. B is our option. Simple. Next, third one. One of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, this total is the quadratic polynomial, is minus 3. Then the value of k is, they are saying that if one of the zeros of this polynomial, this total polynomial has one zero is minus 3, 0 is minus 3. I said already, 0 of the polynomial means we have to substitute in place of x, then the total polynomial will answer is equal to 0. Like that value is called 0 of the polynomial. Here they are saying minus 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. That means if you substitute in place of x minus 3, in place of x, if you substitute minus 3, then total equation will become equal to 0. So indirectly they said that, okay, we will substitute in place of x minus 3. The polynomial they given in the question, p of x is equal to k minus 1 x square plus kx plus 1, and they said 0 of the polynomial is minus 3. So simply you substitute in place of x, what we have to substitute? Minus 3. This minus 3 square plus k of minus 3 plus 1. I said already, if they are saying this minus 3 is the 0 of the polynomial means the total polynomial will leads to 0. So here k minus 1, this minus 3 square means it will become 9. This is minus 3k plus 1 is equal to 0. So if you multiply k into 9, 9k, and minus 1 into 9, minus 9, minus 3k plus 1 equal to 0. This is 9k and minus 3k will become 6k. This minus 9 and plus 1 will become minus 8 is equal to 0. We want k, so send this 8 to this side. It will become 6k is equal to 8. K equal to 8 by 6. That means 2 3s are 2 4s are. Now 4 by 3 is the value of the k. 4 by 3 is the value of the k. Next question. Now, if alpha comma beta are the zeros of the polynomial f of x is equal to x square minus x minus 4, then the value of 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta minus alpha into beta, like these problems are somewhat important. Okay, we will do x square minus x minus 4. P of x is equal to, they are asking x square minus x minus 4. They are asking this 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta minus alpha beta. So here first we will do LCM for this. So LCM is alpha into beta, and here LCM is alpha beta. Here alpha is already there, beta is not there, means in numerator it is beta, plus here alpha beta is the LCM, here beta is already there, so just we have to write alpha, this minus alpha beta. So this is saying that product of the zeros, and this is sum of zeros, and again this is product of the zeros. Now how to find the product of zeros and sum of the zeros? I said if you have any doubts in basics, you go through the videos. I will give that in end card. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 1. If you compare this equation with, I will write here, if you compare this equation, ax square plus bx plus c, now a is equal to 1, b equal to minus 1, c equal to minus 4, and this ax square plus bx plus c, if you write sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to, as per our formula, sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a. Minus b by a means here minus of minus 1 by 1, that is equal to sum of zeros is 1, and alpha into beta is equal to c by a. What is c here? Minus 4. What is a? 1. So this is minus 4. Now if you substitute in this place, what is sum of zeros we got? 1. What is product of zeros we got? Minus 4, and minus of this is minus 4. That will become minus 1 by 4, minus into minus plus 4. If you do LCM, you will get LCM is 4. This is minus 1 plus this is 16. So because LCM is 4 means you have to multiply 4 and 4 here. So this minus 1, 4 4s are 16. So this is 15 by 4 is our answer. 15 by 4 is our answer. Next, The value of the polynomial x power 8 minus x power 5 plus x square minus x plus 1 is, they're asking the total answer is positive or negative or zero, they're asking. Okay, positive or negative or zero, they are asking. Just simple. Here we don't have any coefficients. Remember that here we don't have any coefficients. Whenever you don't have any coefficients before that x powers, just you take x is equal to 1, x equal to 1. Whatever the answer will come for you, that is valid for every number of x. So here 1 power 8 means 1, minus 1 power 1 power 5 means 1, plus 1 square means 1. This is minus 1 plus 1. What you will get? Minus 1 plus 1 cancel, minus 1 plus 1 cancel. You are getting positive value of the total polynomial. So our answer is also positive for any real number. Why I am saying that? Because here we don't have any coefficients. We don't have any coefficients. If you substitute in place of x, whatever it is, the highest power is x power 8. So this will only take care of this total polynomial, because this is the highest power and we don't have any coefficients before this. So that's why this is only the caretaker of this total polynomial. If it is positive, the total polynomial is positive. If it is negative, the total polynomial will be negative. Next question. If the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus a plus 1 of x plus b are 2 comma minus 3. I said whenever they are saying zeros, that means this is 1 0, this is one more 0. That means in place of x you have to substitute 2 ones and minus 3 ones. Whenever you are substituting in place of x2, you have to write is equal to 0. So I am taking this polynomial x square plus a plus 1 of x plus b, and I am substituting in place of x first 2. That means it will become 4 plus a plus 1 of 2 plus b equal to 0. You have to write. That means it will become 4 plus 2a plus 2 plus b equal to 0. That means it is 2a plus b plus 6 equal to 0. This is one equation when you substitute x equal to 2. Okay. Now next, if you substitute x equal to minus 3, if you substitute equal to minus 3, at x equal to minus 3, we will see here p of minus 3 is equal to minus 3 whole square plus a plus 1 of minus 3 plus b, again this equal to 0. That means this is 9 minus 3a minus 3 plus b equal to 0. That means 9 minus 3 means it is 6 minus 3a plus b equal to 0. This is second equation. This is first equation. If you solve these two equations, you will get the a comma b values. Or else we have second method to do this, that is very quick answer it will give. So for that you have to know one formula, that is whenever you have alpha and beta, that means if you know the zeros of quadratic polynomial, then we can prepare a polynomial. We can prepare a quadratic polynomial is x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. In this question we know zeros. That's why I'm using this formula. That is alpha is 2 and beta is minus 3. Now I am preparing a polynomial x square minus 2 minus 3 of x plus 2 into minus 3. That means x square minus x minus 6. That means x square plus x minus 6. If you compare this polynomial with given polynomial, with given polynomial a plus 1x plus b, so we'll get direct answers of a and b. This is value of the b is equal to minus 6. Value of the a, before x we have nothing coefficient means you have to take 1. That means a plus 1 is equal to 1, then a is equal to 0. A is equal to 0, then a is equal to 0 and b is equal to minus. They are saying that Given that one of the zero of the cubic polynomial means three zeros will be there. Cubic polynomial means that's why the highest degree is 3. Given that one of the zeros of the cubic polynomial is 0. That means if you take alpha comma beta comma gamma are the zeros of this cubic polynomial, that one of its 0 is 0. That means if you take alpha is 0, remaining will be non-zeros. They didn't say that is non-zeros, but they are saying that one of the 0 is 0. Then they are asking product of the other two zeros. Product of the other two zeros they are asking. Okay, we'll go to the formula. They given the polynomial p of x is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, and the zeros are alpha comma beta comma gamma, and one of the zero is 0 they said. So to find the product of the remaining two zeros, I am taking here we have three types of zeros combination. One is sum of zeros, second one is sum of product of zeros, two at a time. Third one, just product of zeros. So here they are asking product of the zeros two at a time. That's why I am taking this second one. So what is that formula for that second one? Formula is sum of zeros, so product of zeros two at a time means alpha beta, beta gamma, and gamma alpha is equal to C by A. So here they said alpha is 0 already. So 0 into beta plus beta into gamma plus again they said alpha is 0. 0 into gamma. So this is 0, this is also 0. So beta gamma is equal to C by A. This is our answer. Simple. Next question. The graph of the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, ax square plus bx plus c is an upward parabola. So quadratic polynomial will have the shape is parabola. And linear polynomial means if x power is 1, that is called as linear polynomial. Highest order or the highest degree of the polynomial is 1, that is called linear polynomial. But that graph is linear and it is a straight line. For quadratic polynomial, the graph is parabola. The parabola may be u-shape upward or u-shape downward. So here they are asking a graph of the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c is an upward parabola. If when it will be exist, upward parabola when it will be exist, downward parabola when it will be exist. If a greater than 0, then you will get upward parabola. If a less than 0, you will get a downward parabola. What is a means? It is a is the x square coefficient only. It is x square quotient only. A minus b, a and a plus b are the zeros of the polynomial f of x. That means highest degree is 3. So that means it will have three zeros. The three zeros are a minus b, a plus b. Then the value of a is they are asking very simple question. They are asking this is cubic polynomial and the zeros of the cubic polynomial also they given, and we have the polynomial also. So if you use sum of the zeros means alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. What is alpha here? A minus b plus what is beta here? Just a. What is gamma here? A plus b is equal to what is minus b? Minus b by a means these are not values of this. Minus b by a means these minus b by a are the coefficients of x, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. These are a minus b by a. This value is here. So here Minus means from the formula, and b value also minus here, minus 6 by a means 2. So if you see here, this plus b minus b cancelled. So a 3 times it is there. 3a is equal to minus minus will get cancelled. 2 ones are 2 threes are. That means 3. Again a is equal to 3 by 3. That means a is equal to 1. Very simple question. Next, if one of the zero of the quadratic polynomial of a form x square plus ax plus b is the negative of the other. First, you understand the question. If one of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial of the form x square ax plus b is negative of the other. Negative of the other means if you take first 0 is 2, second 0 is minus 2. First 0 is minus 3, second 0 is 3. That means the symbols are purely opposite. That's the meaning of this question. Next, they're asking the options are has no linear term. Has no linear term means there is no x power 1 term. There is no x power 1 term, and the constant term is negative. Constant term is negative means this is the constant term. That means if a number doesn't have any x values, that are called the constant terms. That are have the constant terms. So to understand this, I am taking one example. If you take one number is 2, one zero is 2, one more 0 is minus 2. If you prepare a quadratic polynomial from here, just now we said quadratic polynomial is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. This is formula to find quadratic equation when you have two zeros in your hand. When you have two zeros in your hand, I have two zeros in my hand, this 2 and minus 2. You can take any numbers here, but symbols are opposite, numbers should be same. I am substituting here x square minus alpha is 2, beta is minus 2, x plus this is 2 and minus 2. This term is 0 because 2 minus 2 0. That means there is no x term remaining. This is x square. This is 2 into 2 minus 4. That means x square minus 4 is our answer according to the question. According to the question, that means there is no linear term. X power 1 term is not there. So has no linear term. This is correct. And constant term is negative. This is also correct. So our option is 1. X square minus ax cube plus bx square minus cx plus 8 equal to 0 divided by x minus 1 and leaves a remainder is 4, and divided by x plus 1 leaves a remainder is 3. Then they are asking what is the value of the b. So whenever they are giving that you are dividing some polynomial with some other polynomial, here x minus 1 is dividing this total polynomial. X minus 1 is dividing this total polynomial. So you can take x minus 1 equal to 0. That means x equal to 1. That means you have to substitute in place of x 1. Then here it should not be equal to 0. It should not be equal to 0. It should be equal to 4. Next, if you take x plus 1 equal to 0, x equal to minus 1. That means if you substitute in place of x equal to minus 1, if you substitute x equal to minus 1, that remainder is 3 means it equal to 3. You will get two equations. You will get two equations. If you solve the two equations, you will get the value of the b. We will do polynomial they given, and we are saying that when you are dividing with x minus 1, when you are dividing with x minus 1, you are getting the remainder is 4. That means you have to substitute x minus 1 equal to 0, x equal to 1. If you substitute x equal to 1, you have to write remainder is 0 means that total polynomial is equal to 4. We will write now p of 1 is equal to 1 square minus a of 1 cube plus b of 1 square minus c of 1 plus 8 is equal to how much we have to write? 4, because remainder is 4. They said this is not a 0. This is not a 0 of the polynomial. So it will become 1 minus a plus b minus c plus 8 equal to 4. That means minus a plus b minus c 9, that equal to minus 5. If you write one more one more quotient they given, one more quotient, that is x plus 1, the remainder is 3. So x plus 1 equal to 0, x equal to minus 1, you have to substitute. You will get p of minus 1 means I'm writing directly 1 plus a plus b plus c plus 8 equal to 3. That means a plus b plus c is equal to minus 6. Minus 6. Now this is second equation, this is first equation. You write one down other, you will get directly value of the b. So plus a minus a cancel, plus a minus b cancel. 2b is equal to minus 11, b equal to minus 11 by 2. Simple. Okay. Minus 11 by 2 means it is minus 5.5. Next, on dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x, the coefficient and remainder were x minus 2. This is the coefficient, and remainder is minus 2x plus 4. Remainder is minus 2x plus 4. Then we have to find the g of x. We have to find the g of x. This is, we don't have any shortcut for this. You have to do total procedure. Instead of doing the total procedure, I am giving one clue is that instead of doing total procedure, directly start divide with x square plus x plus 1, x square plus x plus 1. If you get coefficient is x minus 2 for this, then this is our option, or else you again do the division. Just in 1 or 2 steps you will get, because whenever I will show that example once, I will show that examples. Okay. Dividing with this for this polynomial. So here x cube is there, here x square is there. That means if you write here x, then you will get this. We have to multiply this x into this total. That means x cube minus plus x square plus x cube plus x square x cube plus x square plus x. What we are getting, we have to change the symbols. We have to change the symbols. If you don't know doing this division procedure, just you go through the videos, then you will get understand easily. So here minus 4x square. Again this plus 2 will come here. Plus 2 will come here. Again how much we have to write here? To get minus 4x square, here we have to write minus 4. Minus 4. If you write minus 4, this will become minus 4x square minus 4x plus 4. Do you have here coefficient is x minus 2 here, but we are getting x minus 4. So that is the reason this is not our option. In 2 steps you will get what is our answer. Okay, remaining answers you check once. Okay, remaining options you check once, you will get the answer in 2 steps only. Next, 13th. A quadratic polynomial when divided by x plus 2 leaves a remainder 1, and when you divided x minus 1 leaves a remainder 4. What will be the remainder if it is divisible by x plus 2 and x minus 1? First you divided with this, you have got the remainder is 1. Again you divided with x minus 1, and you got the remainder is 4. Remainder is 4. Now you are dividing at a time with these two. At a time with these two, you will get a coefficient. A remainder is combination of these two. 4 minus 1, that is 3. So x plus 3 is the answer. Okay. Next.